Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at question 377, combination sum 4. The way we'll be approaching this problem is by using dynamic programming. So let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is initialize an array. Let's call it dp of size target plus 1. And the other thing that you need to set up is that dp of 0 is equal to 1, which means the number of ways you can actually get to the sum 0 is 1. You're just setting that up as a base case. So the next thing that you need to do is have a for loop that will iterate through all of the numbers starting from 1 all the way up to target. So how exactly is this problem working? This problem is working with the entire solution that at every I that you see, you're checking how many ways there are to get to I using the numbers that are provided in the nums array. So for every single sum from I to target, you're seeing how many ways you can actually get to that particular sum, and you're building on top of that to get all the way to the target. So once you have these like nested for loops, you need to check if the current number that you're looking at minus num, that means the number which is in the array, if it is greater than or equal to 0. That means if you're adding a particular number to if you're adding the number nums to I minus num and it is equal to 0, that means, hey, you know what, we've actually gotten the sum and these are the number of ways you can actually get to that. Or if I minus num is greater than 0, which means there is a possibility of getting the sum to the target sum by adding more numbers to that. That means you can update the dp of I to be equal to dp of I minus num. So what exactly does this mean? That means that using the particular number that we're looking at, we can get to this target sum I by looking at I minus nums and keep adding to that based on the number of elements that we are seeing. It's a lot easier to understand this entire concept if you've done dynamic programming before. I hope that made sense. If not, I highly recommend writing it down and using that as an example for this particular problem. So once you've actually done the nested for loops and you've gone through all of the numbers, you just need to return the last element. That means how many ways there are to add up the numbers that are provided to us in the nums array to get to the target. Awesome, so let's quickly compile this and see if it's okay. The first test case is okay. Everything else is okay as well. Awesome. So let's talk about the space and the time complexity. The time complexity of the entire solution is t multiplied by n, where t is a target. So you have the for loop right here that goes from 1 to target, and n would be the numbers in the given provided array. So there's a reason why the time complexity is t into n. And the space complexity is O of t, since we are using an array to store the number of times or the number of ways you can actually get to a particular target sum. Awesome, so that's the solution. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. And please don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And see you all in the next video. Peace.